I'm not sure at the moment we are, if I'm totally honest with you. A lot of what we've done, what we're doing, if I'm completely honest, hasn't sunk in. It all still feels like a bit of a blur, and I think maybe this is the humility aspect coming out, but we don't really consider ourselves successful. So I think, you know, we're obsessed about building the brand. It's our baby. And yeah, anything else, I mean, we don't really take days off, we don't particularly have holidays. We go all over the place for work, and we've had some brilliant trips through Virgin, which have been through work and fast track and stuff, but connected generally with business and mentorship and conservation and some stuff that we're passionate about. So we've been able to go around the world in the name of work. And you know, I mean, is that, I don't know, I suppose maybe that's making life count. I can't just go and sit on Caribbean holidays and sit on the beach. I'd be bored stiff in 3 weeks. We actually did that once. We went to Antigua, I think, and Jules was that bored after about, I was sitting on the beach on my laptop filling out a new line form for Sainsbury's, and Jules was asking the hotel manager if there were jobs that she could do. So she did that, raking the sand on the beach. We just can't sit still. So and I think the opposite of that, in terms of making life count, I'm going to steal something actually from Steve at Social Chain, because he said this and it really resonated with me, so I'm stealing it. He said about making life count, I think we are very much guilty of being, in inverted commas, successful people, of always just looking for the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. And I think it's just because we're driven. It's not about being greedy or whatever, but I think because we're driven people, like I said earlier, really, we're not there because I don't know where there is. There is so far away that, you know, I don't think we'll ever get there, which in a way is a shame. And the point I'm going to make is, Steve made a comment about, you know, don't spend the life cutting down your rainforest and then, you know, then donate to the bees. And what he meant by that is, you know, we don't want to go through our life constantly looking for the next thing, and then all of a sudden you're 80 and you think, oh, actually my life's passed me by and all I did was work. So but for someone like me who's a very driven person, what I took from that is it's fine to stop every now and again, pat yourself on the back for some of the stuff that you've done or done well, hit the reset button and go again, and say, actually, do you know what, I am there, but I just want to do this next thing, and I want to do something else, and I want to do other things. So that way you kind of, otherwise you go mad, because, and I use the example of, say, Richard Branson, because we went to Necker a couple of years ago, and we had Richard's room, and I was standing on top of this, on Necker, and I was thinking, wow, this is what being a billionaire buys you. And he must be standing there, and he's looking at his closest neighbour, who owns Google. It's Larry Page, so he owns an island called Eustacia, and, you know, you think, it's Richard, he's got a bigger island or whatever, or then he's looking at space. And I think it's the same, so just entrepreneurs are just those type of people where you just always want the next thing, because you're just not going to sit still. Okay, how to make life count for the team. Now, there is some stuff coming up that I can't share yet because they don't know. So they need to be the first to know. But, I don't want to give anything away here. We won't can't bribe people, but I always want to reward people. So we always reward people for going over and above what we expect. And sometimes that's financial, sometimes it's not. Something we just did starting this year was, I noticed that lots of people take their birthday off. I never do, I do know when my birthday is. That doesn't bother me, but I know lots of younger people want to have the birthday off. So we thought, well, actually, rather than use a day's holiday from January the 1st, everyone can have the birthday off. And if it falls on a weekend, then just have the Friday or the Monday. So stuff like that. So they just got like an extra day's holiday. We do get access to some pretty special stuff through some. We do a lot in the military, and through some military contacts we've got, do get access to some fairly special stuff. So we go and do some shooting, and places we go and use explosives, and we can go and blow things up, and that's quite good if people are interested in that. It's not mandatory, but so some of the team like coming and doing stuff like that. That's pretty good. And I think really the best way we can probably help make life count for the team is they've got access to an opportunity here with Grenade, which I didn't have when I was 20. I worked in a gym and I loved it, but it was never going to go anywhere. I learnt a lot. I learned how to do things, and most importantly, how not to do things. So they're here. Hopefully they'll be learning a lot. Maybe they're looking at me learning how not to do things, I don't know. But hopefully people that come in, embrace the culture, work hard, really they should be set for life. But I can't make them do that. They have to want to do that for themselves. And whether they're at Grenade for a year or 5 years or 10 years or it's 50 years, I don't know. But I would have thought anyone that's been here, that's been part of this journey of one of the fastest growing brands in the UK, probably Europe, potentially the world, where we've embraced every form of business you can think of, from packaging and product and intellectual property and all sorts of different marketing and social media and production. And it's their opportunity to come in and learn. And I would have thought whenever they move on, they've probably got the opportunity. They've got a free move to go anywhere. And I would say, to the guys, never blow your free move. I would hope we've had people who've left here and gone and started their own brands in non-competing spaces, and I'd always absolutely embrace and encourage that. We'd never. I'm always very, very happy to watch people go and follow the dream rather than potentially helping me build mine. But not everyone wants to go and work for themselves or build a brand. But I would hope that for the right people, I can't think of anywhere better to be. We're learning a lot daily, and including and especially myself. So hopefully they learn a lot, and it sets them in good stead for the rest of whatever they do in their careers. I'm not sure it would be a good idea to come and hear us talk. All we can do is we're brutally honest. We can't really be any other way. So I think if you really want a warts and all version of what it's like building a brand in this day and age, then come and see us talk about one. We're really honest. I hope we put a good sense of humour into it, and I think hopefully when people meet us, lots of people say we're exactly like you hoped we'd be. So I think if you use and like our product, you'll probably see where that comes from when you meet us. And hopefully, I think as well, actually, we probably don't realise a lot of the time what we know, because a lot of the stuff that we've just done, whether it was luck or some amazing sixth sense, which I very much doubt, if someone's the stuff that we've done, we've done rightly or wrongly, and some stuff's worked, some stuff hasn't. But we started with 2 people, so there's really nothing about the business we don't know. We'll be very honest about explaining what's gone well and what's not gone well.